Howdy folks, and welcome back to Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands with the mighty Jingles. Welcome back to sunny Bolivia. I hope you're all having a good weekend, and I hope you're going to enjoy what we've got in store for you today. When last we left our band of intrepid spooks, well, to be completely honest, I can't remember what we were doing because it's so long since I last did a Ghost Recon Wildlands video. Normally, I start these videos off, well, I say normally, I have on occasion been known to start these videos off with a joke, but again, it's been so long since I showed you one of the jokes from Ghost Recon Wildlands that I can't actually remember if I've shown you this one before or not. So, what the hell? If you've heard this one before, I'm sorry. If you haven't, it's a good one. We're going to hand things over to the squad's resident joker to get this show running.
There's an Air Force colonel and a Delta operator sitting next to each other on a flight out of King Khalid.
Is this the one where the Delta operator skins the Air Force colonel and wears him like a suit?
What? No, different story.
Oh man, I love that one.
Anyway, they're both headed back home after a long deployment. The Delta guy's been out in the desert doing, Delta stuff, and he just wants to rack out for a while. But the Air Force colonel, he's on, like, his 8th espresso, and he's feeling chatty. So the colonel says, hey, you want to play a game to pass the time? It's a great game, you'll love it. Here's how it works. I ask you a question. If you can't answer it, you pay me $5. Then you get to ask me a question. If I can't answer it, I pay you $500. The Delta guy sighs and thinks it over. Go ahead, he says. The colonel grins, What's the distance between Earth and Neptune, he says. The Delta operator thinks a minute. Finally, he frowns and reaches into his pocket and hands over $5. The Air Force guy, he grins. He figures he's going to take this Delta guy for all he's worth. Your turn. The operator looks him in the eye. He says, what goes up a hill on 4 legs but comes down again on 3? Then he lowers his head and he goes back to sleep. The colonel thinks and thinks. He gets out his smartphone and scours the internet for answers, but he can't find it. He calls up his buddies back in Saudi and asks them for help, but they can't find the answer either. Finally, the colonel admits defeat, pulls out $500, wakes up the Delta guy and hands the money over. The operator pockets the money without a word and closes his eyes again. But the colonel just can't let it go. He wakes the Delta guy up. He says, I gotta know. What goes up a hill on 4 legs but comes down again on 3? The Delta guy stares at the colonel for a second. Then he reaches in his pocket, hands the colonel $5, and goes back to sleep.
I told you it was going to be a good one. Anyway, if you thought that was funny, and you should because it was, you're probably also going to enjoy what I have in store for you in today's Ghost Recon. Continuing our efforts to destabilise and shut down Santa Blanca's drug smuggling operation, we're going after their resident technical genius who goes by the nickname of El Cerebro, the Brain. We don't know an awful lot about him. We know that he's developing submarines capable of smuggling drugs, so we need to shut that shit down very, very quick. But without a clear place to start in going after him, we're just going to resort to plan B, which involves poking a stick into the hornet's nest and seeing what happens. In order to do that, we're going to steal one of the armoured and armed gunboats that he uses to protect his drug shipments, and we're just going to see what happens. I have to admit, it's not much of a plan, but it's all we've got, and it's worked before, so there's every chance it's going to work again. We're just going to nick this boat to get started. Armoured boat is located just up ahead, and it's loaded with all kinds of high-tech gear that the head shed would dearly like to take a look at. Of course, we're going to have to, kill everybody there first. Well, it wouldn't be any fun if we didn't. Heavy machine gunner spotted. Oops. Oh, got him with a second shot. Okay, we're good. Somebody that I have not yet detected. Oh, hang on, sniper in the tower. This is a difficult shot at this kind of range. Just need him to stay still for a second. That should do. Oh, bollocks. Oh.
Okay, we're cool.
All skill, no luck. Okay, there's somebody in that building over there, but... yeah. Oh, wait. There he is. Right, somebody over here I haven't detected yet either. Come on, where are you? Don't be shy. Your mother wasn't. The old ones are the best. Okay. Nobody inside the shed. And there's somebody over there. He is.
Generator spotted. We want to shut off the power.
And we got a generator. I'm almost out of drone range, but I was able to get close enough to use the EMP to shut the generator down. Okay. Let's move in. Let's get a little closer. I'm not sure exactly what they had here that was using power from the generator. Obviously the place would have been floodlit if I'd attacked at night, but that's not an issue right now. Let's take him out. Come on. Gotcha. Hasn't raised the alert. Okay. Perimeter fence up ahead. Well, it's not much of a fence really, is it? Okay. 2 guys visible from here. 1 down. 2 down. There's some intel up ahead. Objective just over 100 meters that way. Let's go and see what this intel is. Take him out first. Gotcha. Well, I think that's about it as far as security is concerned for this side of the camp. The graphics really are spectacular in this game. With the new PC, I ran the benchmark. That's what you were watching at the very start of today's video, on ultra settings, and I was getting 63 frames per second. It's nice. Anyway, none of that's getting this mission done any faster. Oh, hello. Oh, why am I trying... Oh. I was just saying to myself, why am I trying to take that guy out at that kind of range with a pistol? If it's stupid, but it works. Okay, there's another fella inside that shack. I can't actually see him through the wall, although his position's marked, so I know where he is. Oh, hang on a second. There's some goodies in here I haven't picked up. Or tagged. There we go.
These supplies will buy us a lot of goodwill from the rebels.
100 medical supplies.
Look alive. We got company.
Oh, there he is. Gotcha. Right. Almost there. And I'm pretty sure I've tagged everybody inside this complex. And there ain't many of them left. So I shouldn't get any surprises. It's just resupply my ammo. I'll pick up this intel. Can't quite see that guy from here. What's this? Oh, picture evidence. The Red October. The hell's that? Ah! That'll be those submarines they were talking about. Well, since we're on this screen anyway, we may as well take the time to have a look at the intel briefing that Bowman's prepared on this El Cerebro type person.
Most cartel members are violent idiots who are too high to care. But Patricio Mendez Valle, aka El Cerebro, is an oddball genius who's too fucking smart to bother.
Nydia Flores spotted his intellect when he was just a kid. She sent him to college in Mexico and later grad school in California. Word is he was too strange and misanthropic for even that crowd. But he popped up on our radar.
El Cerebro heads up the cartel's submersible program out of Jimenez. From Jimenez, his semi-submersibles, sometimes carrying as much as 10 tons of cocaine, head downriver to Brazil, then to the Atlantic. From there, floating just a few feet below the surface, they can go all the way to Mexico, even as far as Florida. But smuggling with these semi-submersibles will soon be a thing of the past. He and Nydia have ambitions to make reusable, fully submersible craft. Think what a multi-billion-dollar criminal enterprise could do with a fleet of submarines. Smuggling would be just the start. If we're gonna take down these subs, we need El Cerebro and his jagged-ass brain intact and cooperative. Just remember, he's Nydia's pet project.
She won't give him up easy.
I'm sure he's a lovely chap. Anyway, there's the boat.
Yo, cartel heavy machine gunner. Over
Um,
at the dump.
yeah, okay, screw it, we'll kill him. There's some more intel over there as well. Actually, my mission objective is right here. Oh, hang on. Some comms gear. We're going to tag this. Screw it. Let's just get the mission done. I can always come back and pick up the intel later.
Where we dropping off the boat?
Bowman has an RP on the river. Some kind of old Cayman hunter's shack. This ride ain't all bad.
Shit, give me a beer and I'll pretend we're back home off the coast of Myrtle Beach.
You still think you're 22 or something?
Nah, I'm just looking to hook up with 22-year-olds.
I'm sure you are. Too bad none of them feel the same way.
Right then. Let's blow this popsicle stand. This is a nice boat. I like this boat. I'm going to have to get me one of these. Not this one, of course. I'm going to fuck this one up.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
We'll go.
Engage targets.
This thing is very heavily armed. 3 miniguns. It's got radar. It's fast.
Have a shot. Engage.
I like this boat. What could possibly go wrong when you're sailing a boat like this? Oh, me and my big mouth. Really, Jingles? You've managed to pull off a Jingles Landing in a boat? Well, anybody who's been watching my Cold Waters video shouldn't be too surprised. I managed to pull off a Jingles Landing in a submarine the other week. Oh, God. Jingles, how did you fuck that up? Oh, great. Now what do I do?
I'll drive.
Nah, Jingles getting back into the boat isn't going to do you any good, even though the rest of your team seem to be having problems getting back in the boat. The propeller's out of the water. It's not going to move. Well, suggestions? I've barely started the mission. I've already screwed it up. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. If I can get another boat, I can maybe use it to push this one off the jetty and back into the water. Yeah, that should work. It's got to be worth a try. I mean, it couldn't possibly put me into a worse situation, could it? Hang on, I've been spotted by somebody. Oh, there he is. Right, so we need to find another... Oh, hang on, there's another one. Gotcha. It's a lot easier when they're not moving. Oh, and another one. Sayonara, sucker. Right, so... there's another contact, but he's well outside of range. Active on the map there. Anyway, so, speaking of the map, there are another 2 boats located nearby. So, we're going to grab one of those and use it to push the gunboat off the jetty and into the water. Once again, it's not much of a plan, but other than restarting the mission, I can't really think of anything else to do. Nice, fast, rigid inflatable boat. We're going to need a bit of a run up, however. So, just edge around this jetty. Team's all aboard. Will that be enough? Okay, well, bad news, it wasn't enough, but good news, we have proof of concept. The plan can work. I just need to give the gunboat another little love tap. Come on, boys. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Jingles, how did you fuck that up? I mean, oh, no. I hope nobody's watching this. Okay. Alright, back to the drawing board. Oh, wait, no. There is another boat. Oh well, third time lucky. Not 1 but 2 Jingles landings in a boat in the same video. Can we make it 3? I sincerely hope not, or I'm going to have to abandon and restart this entire mission. Oh god. Jingles, you suck so much. I know, I do. It's true. I can't deny it. Hey, look, we've got some food parcels. Yeah, nobody cares about the food parcels, Jingles. Right. Jingles. Find the driving seat. That's the passenger seat. Okay, we'll get in the passenger seat and then change seats. There we go. Fine. Don't fuck this up,
Let's
Jingles.
roll.
Okay. Turn it around. And this time, aim. Oh, God. My one consolation is that hardly anybody watches these Ghost Recon videos. So hopefully word won't get around. Alright, that hasn't quite done it. But one more should surely get it done. Gun the engine. Cross your fingers. Hey! And another Jingles Landing. 3 in one video. In a boat. That takes a special kind of incompetence. but we got a boat. That's the important thing. Don't focus on the details. The details aren't important. We got the boat. Let's not do that again.
Fire.
Oh, God.
Fire, fire, fire.
Enemy kill.
You wouldn't believe I make a living from doing this, would you? It's true.
Hostiles.
Oh, God. On the bright side, we're nearly there. What else could go wrong? Jingles, by now you haven't learned to not say things like that? Really?
Ready? Open fire.
We'll go.
I think we've made it. Yep, there's the drop-off point. Right, okay, well, I'm sure nobody noticed the, yeah, ding. Hang on a minute. Helicopter gunship.
Fire.
Guys, take it out.
Copy.
I'll let Bowman know she can have her crew pick up the boat.
After the agency's techs
What?
examine
No,
that
don't
prize,
abandon
I
the
have a good
boat.
feel for
Shoot
the rest
the-
of El Cerebro's designs.
You guys with the miniguns, would you care to shoot down that gunship? Or do I have to do everything myself?
Right at the cage.
I don't even know why I bother asking.
Fucking smoke the depot.
So, another flawless mission executed in Ghost Recon Wildlands. Seriously, I am at a loss. I am completely mystified as to how I continue to get away with amateur hour shit like this. And yet somehow I do. Still, at least it makes for an amusing YouTube video. That's it for today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.